Hello, my friends, and thank you for tuning into the channel. I'm Shannon, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a Yin Yoga practice designed to help cope with homesickness. As a lot of you might know, Chris and I recently underwent a very big move and a lot of very big changes in our lives. And I find myself thousands of miles from the home that I've always known, and things are very unfamiliar. And it's definitely been an adjustment. And it kind of dawned on me that I can't be the only one that's ever gone through this before. I know many of us have made big moves for work or new relationships or life circumstances. So I know that many of us understand what it's like to feel homesickness and a little bit out of our element. So I'm just going to guide you through a nice, easy, soothing practice today, just to remind us that even if we're far away from everything that we've always known, we can always come back home on our yoga mat. This is always a safe space that's here for us. So grab a mat. We may use a block or two today. So just get comfortable and get ready for a nice, soothing yoga practice. So whenever you're ready, find a nice, comfortable seat on your mat. And we'll just take a few still, quiet moments. So go ahead and close your eyes down. Start to let go of any outside stimuli. Feel your sit bones grounding into your mat. And sit up nice and tall through your spine, lifting ever so slightly out of the top of the crown of your head. Start to feel your mind and your body begin to settle. And bring a hand to your belly and a hand to your heart space. And being very still and very mindful, just feel your breath. Gradually let your breath become deeper and more steady. Try to maintain this deep, steady breath throughout your practice. And we'll use this breath to calm ourselves and to soothe ourselves. And settle in and know that if you're on your yoga mat, then you're already at home. This space is always here for us. Take 3 more full breaths all the way up to the top of your lungs. Exhale with open mouth. 2 more full breaths. In through your nose. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. You can slowly start to blink the eyes open, and we'll start to get into some of our yin poses. So we're going to cross right leg in front of the left to begin with. And you can grab a block for this pose if you like and bring it in front of you. We're just going to come into a gentle forward fold. So we're going to drop even deeper into our space of calm and stillness, just starting to self-soothe a little bit. So we're just going to come into a seated, cross-legged forward fold. Big inhale. Exhale, begin to fold down at the hips. And when you're ready, gently lower your head down. And you can hang into gravity or bring your forehead down to a block like I'm doing. And so we'll use our forward fold not just to open up and stretch through the hips and the lower back, but also as a way to drop into ourselves. Shutting off things from the outside, noises, thoughts, anything that's a distraction that we don't need right now. And we'll be here for about a minute. On an inhale, use your fingertips. Slowly walk yourself back up and just switch now. So we're going to bring the left leg in front just so we can even up on both sides. And we're going to come into the same thing. So inhale, get long through your spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Bring your head down to gravity or to your prop. And we'll be on this side for another minute or so. Remember your full breathing. All the way filling up the back of your lungs. Long, steady exhales. couple more full breaths on this side. On your next inhale, press up through your fingertips and start to walk yourself back up. Feels really nice to open up through the hips and the low back. So we're going to continue to open up through the back side of the body now. So we're going to come into one of my all-time favorite poses, caterpillar pose. Another very soothing, comforting pose as we kind of fold into ourselves and shut off things that are going on in the outside. So I'm going to use a block for my forehead just so I can relax a little bit more into the pose. You can hang in gravity if that feels better for you. Send your legs out long in front. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. And inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward slowly, slowly. And once you've found your edge, that spot where you're feeling the stretch, but it doesn't hurt or pull too much, let your head go. Maybe finding your head on a block or just gently being held by gravity. Caterpillar pose stretches everything from our heels all the way up the back side of the body, the lower back, the upper back, and even the back of the head. I like to keep my eyes closed during most of my yin practice, because the only thing I need in my yin practice is just my breath and my presence. I don't need anything going on around me. If folding forward like this is difficult for you, it's always okay to bring a little blanket or a pillow underneath your knees and give them a generous bend. It'll just help relax your lower back and help you fold forward a little bit easier. So it's always okay to make the pose accessible to you. It never has to look exactly like mine. Take a couple more breaths in your caterpillar pose. On an inhale, very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, start to come back up. And you can take a little counter pose for a breath or two. Reach the heart space forward, drop the head back. And from here, we'll find our way right into our butterfly pose or seated diamond. So ground your sit bones down and bring the soles of your feet to touch. So you can place your feet a little farther or a little closer, depending on where you want to feel your stretch. I'm going to use a block for my forehead. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. So this is another great pose to just turn inward and find ourselves in the solace of our yoga mat. See if you can notice your hips and your low back softening and opening up little by little with each full deep breath you take. If you'd like to deepen your butterfly a little bit more, you can slide each of your forearms underneath your calves, and we're going to open up a little bit more through the upper back, just for a few breath cycles. And if this isn't right for you, then just stay in the version that you're in. A couple more breaths. Imagine your breath opening up space in your lower back. If your arms are under your calves, gently slide them out. And inhale, slowly come up. Lengthen up through the spine once again. And you can set your prop off to the side. We're going to transition now onto our belly for another one of my favorite, most comforting poses. We're going to slide our way into Sphinx pose. So gently start to come down on your belly, reach your feet long behind you. And we're going to bring our elbows right underneath our shoulders. And imagine you're sending your heart space through your upper arms. So you're coming into that beautiful arch in your back. And try to keep your chin parallel with your mat. So you're not craning your neck backwards or hunching forwards. We're going for a broadening of the heart space, but also that nice compression in the lower back. Just feel your fingertips and your palms and your forearms and your hips and thighs all grounding into your mat space. That nice, grounded, familiar feeling of being on your mat. It's like being able to bring a tiny home with you anywhere that you go. It's okay to be out of our element sometimes. Just always know that there's a safe space that you can come back to. It's always here for us. And find comfort in that. For our last minute or so, we can turn the palms outward and press up into your hands and come into a seal variation. So you get more of a compression in your back. And if seal doesn't feel right for you, then stay in your Sphinx pose. Everything that I say is just a guide and a suggestion. It's not an order. So your own body is in charge of what your pose looks like. Big inhales. Long exhales. You may feel that gentle wave in your spine following your breath. One more big, full inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down onto your elbows. Elbows out to the side, and bring your forehead down onto your palms for just a couple breaths as we let our spine settle and recalibrate. As you're ready, start to come back up. Gently press up into your palms. And everybody's favorite part of a yoga practice, we get to come down onto our backs for our next series. So slowly ease yourself down. I always like to think of Yin Yoga as a race to get there last. There is nothing that's rushing us right now. We don't have to hurry or stress. This is our time to just slow down and feel the comfort of our mat space. So once we've all found our way down onto our backs, we're going to come into a gentle spinal twist. And there's going to be two versions that I'm going to offer. First one is we're going to cross right leg over left. Send the hips a little bit over to your right, arms out to a T, and let both of your legs fall over to your left. Coming into tangled roots. And if tangled roots isn't quite right for you, you can take the intensity down a little bit by just bringing your knees together, coming into a 2-knee twist. So find whatever version is right for you and let your breath move the twist up and down your spine, gently relieving tension and creating more space over time. Let your breath soothe you and calm your mind. And take a couple more breaths on this side. And as you're ready, we'll start to come out of our tangled roots. And for me, it's a little more comfortable on my back to untangle before I come back to center. Bring the palms of your feet to your mat and let your knees come in towards each other for a couple breaths. As you're ready, cross your left leg over the right, scoot your hips an inch or two over to the left, and we'll come into tangled roots on our second side. And for me, this side is a little bit tighter, and you might notice that for your body as well. It's very normal that we have one side that's tighter than the other. Send your breath to any of those spaces where you find a little more tension or tightness. Settle into stillness and let the pose work its magic. It's also available for you to come into that 2-knee twist on this side if tangled roots is a little bit much for you. Make the pose fit your body. Couple more big breaths, slow and full. And slowly, mindfully, start to unwind. For me, that looks like untangling my legs before I come back up. Find your way back onto your back and hug both your knees into your chest. And you can stay here, squeezing your legs gently to your belly, or you can rock side to side, super slow. Massage the muscles in the lower back. Come back to center. Hug your knees in. And squeeze firm but gentle, and take a couple full belly breaths, feeling your belly raise into your thighs. And from here, we're going to come into our last Yin Yoga pose, a very thorough hip opening pose. We're going to come into Happy Baby, or Ananda Balasana, which I love to say that. So to begin, we're going to drop our knees towards our elbows and just feel kind of the amount of opening you have in your hips today. Take a couple breaths. And if that feels good on your hips and you want to go deeper into full Happy Baby, you can reach for the outsides of your feet, and we're going to send our heels up towards the ceiling. So you're applying some gentle weight, guiding your knees down towards your mat. And this is a very deep hip opening pose, so full Happy Baby might be a little bit much for some people, and that's okay. Just open your knees out to the side like we were before, if that's better for you. I won't hold us here for too long, but at least a minute or so we can soften our hips. But also, feel your mat behind you and underneath you, giving your body full support. No matter where I go, I find that it's so comforting to feel my yoga mat beneath me. This is something that I know. This is something that's familiar and comfortable. Even if I'm thousands of miles away from anything that I've ever known before. Some people handle change very well and very bravely. And I'm not always one of those people. But it's okay. I just have to remind myself that change is what helps me grow. It's like a power yoga pose. If you always stay where it's comfortable and easy, you're never going to get stronger, and you're never going to grow in your practice. So by putting ourselves outside of our comfort zone and away from everything that we know, it's scary and it's not easy, but we're growing. Gently begin to rock your baby side to side. Probably stayed in that a little bit longer than I intended. But that's okay. Our hips are nice and open now. Bring your heels back in. Bring your knees back to your chest for just a breath or two. Give yourself a big hug. Lay back down on your mat. Send your feet out long. We're going to come into our Shavasana, final resting pose. We're going to let our bodies integrate all the stretching that we just did, all the long holds. Big breath in. Sigh it out into your final Shavasana. And if you have some more time today, I invite you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. But if your day's not quite over yet, start to deepen your breath once again. Find movement in your fingers and your toes. Rock the head side to side and let your movements become bigger and bigger until you're ready for that beautiful full body stretch, arms overhead. And slowly, gently start to make your way back up, back to the beginning in our easy seated pose. Bring your palms to your thighs or your knees. Close the eyes down and take these final few moments just enjoying the little home that we've all created on our yoga mats. On your next inhale, circle sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart center. I'm so grateful for my yoga mat, because even when I'm out of my element, I can still feel at home with the familiar. And that's so very comforting. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I'm so grateful and these are so wonderful for me, and to be able to share these with you. The divine light in me sees and loves the divine light in each of you. Namaste. All right, well, that was our Yin Yoga sequence for comforting homesickness. I know this practice helps me feel more grounded and more at home. So I really hope that you guys got something out of this as well. So if you enjoyed this practice or if it worked for you, then please let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear from you. And if this video was something that a friend might enjoy, then please send it their way. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, so it really helps us grow the channel. So I thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting me, and I hope that this video was supportive and comforting to you. I can't wait to post the next one, and I will see you guys again soon.